Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing Tea Street. Today's topic: don't skip the process of being versus doing. Oftentimes, we turn our beings into our doings. We start to use everything as a verb. I was, you know, I was Facebooking versus I was being on Facebook. Um, Sometimes when we introduce people, we don't introduce them as who they are. We introduce them based on the title of the job that they do. And so when we do that, we sometimes miss the essence of being. God didn't create us to be human doings, He created us as human beings. And so there are four steps I want to leave with you today about the difference between being and doing. How do you go through the process of being? Well, first, start with your identity and not your activity. When I introduce people, I rarely like to start with their titles. I like to start with who they are. Oh my God, she is such a sensational woman of God. She is smart. She's kind. She is all those things that are a part of her being, not a part of her or his doing. So it's important that we start with what our identity is. If you really think about it, even in the Bible, Jesus didn't get started with his ministry based off of what he was doing. God gave him his identity. He said, "This is my son." He hadn't done a thing yet. "This is my son in whom I am well pleased." Being versus doing. The miracles and the acts would come later. But it started with his identity. Who are you without your doing anything? Who are you? I tell young people all the time, you're not dope because you get a 4.0. You're not dope because you're a great student leader. You're not dope because of any of those things. You are amazing simply because you exist. You are a human being long before you become a human doing. Cultivate your inner character before your outer contributions. Can I tell you? If you say that you're something out here that's not cultivated on the inside, if you don't have integrity, if you're not being integrous, when you get out there to do something, it will reflect that there is no integrity. Do the inner work. Because can I be real honest with you? The work that I do on the inside, the work that I allow God to do in transforming me, is how I'm able to be genuine and authentic with people anyway. Because when there's no authenticity happening on the inside, the doing won't happen on the outside. Because you'll do things for aggrandizement, self-aggrandizement. You'll do things because you want to be known for doing. I just want to be known for being a good person. So you got to develop your inner character before you work on your outer contributions. And quite frankly, if you do the first one, the second one will naturally follow. Good morning, Erica. Good morning, nephew. It will naturally follow. Next, prioritize presence over productivity. There's someone in my life who they love to serve me. They don't ever want to be with me. What you need me to do? T, what you need me to do? You need me to run some errands for me? You need me to... No, I just want you to sit with me. When I'm hurting, I don't want you to do anything. When I'm grieving, I don't want you to go run errands. I want you to sit in grief with me. I want you to be present with me. So often we're so busy as human beings trying to do that we aren't simply being for other people. Long before I jump out there to serve someone, I want to jump out there to see someone. That's really important. Good morning, Jackie. It's really important that we prioritize presence over productivity in our everyday encounters with people. Sometimes people don't need you to do something for them, they simply need you to be there for them. The being is far more important than the doing. And sometimes the being is the doing. And finally, let doing flow naturally out of your being. If I am coffee, when my cup tip over, coffee coming out. It's a natural flow. If I've got water inside of me, when I tip over and my bottle tips over, water is going to flow out. It's natural. It's as natural as breathing when you are God inspired on the inside. When you tip over, God flows out. You don't have to be a Christian. One of the things that struck me is people are so busy doing witnessing that they forget to be a witness. Yep, I said it. Sometimes we're so busy witnessing that we forget to be a witness. Sometimes people don't need us to witness to them, they need our lives to be a witness. So today, I just came on here to tell somebody whatever you do, don't skip the process of being versus doing. How do you do that? You start with identity, not activity. Who are you? Not what do you do? Cultivate inner character before your outer contributions to the world. Prioritize presence over productivity and let doing flow naturally out of your being as easily as coffee flows out of my cup. Who I am on the inside will flow naturally to my outside. I'm the amazing T Street, but can I tell you something? There's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. So today, take some time not to do, just to be. Have an amazing day.